Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. As we are beginning the new cycle, the season of 2023, the first new moon of the year is arriving on the 21st of January, apexing at 1:53 p.m. in my village, 3:53 p.m. Eastern, 2:53 p.m. Central, 1:53 p.m. again Mountain, 12:53 p.m. Pacific. Be sure to check your timeline when the goddess of the night apexes for you. And if you have yet to tune in to the Musing with Tonya D podcast this year, I am feeling the season of the witches. I have a full year of insights from other like-minded mystery musers. So far, we have mused about the hidden history of humanity with Tim Kelly, the 4 truths leading to your uncommon, extraordinary life with Terry Tucker. And this week, we have Sasha Lipskaya, reclaiming your inner sorceress. So be sure to subscribe to the Musing News for weekly insights, or even better, my podcast. And if you are new to my show or my channel, again, I am Tonya D, and I teach people about tuning into their energy body through the realm of the elementals, into the imaginal, to source, ground, connect, protect. Listen to how you too can package your greatest asset, you, and become the being that you are meant to be. Living your life purpose often can feel like a curse, but the blessing, my friend, is in the ingredients, and you are those ingredients. The study often is in the case. So by teaching people how to play with the elementals, utilizing your gifts to the other world and of the other world to bring light to who you are, your energetic subtle centers along with the cosmic highway, whether fear is your ally, turning it into your greatest asset. I am a practicing holistic shaman, medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But my intention is to utilize the power of these indigenous technologies, your original divine blueprint, to navigate your soul's harmonic through the realms of the elemental, that highway into the imaginal, with these subtle energies and elemental beings, and really so much more, with offerings, rituals, and prescriptions to add to your personal container, your personal medicine. But my goal truly is to merge the wisdom of these indigenous into the etheric highway to really assist you into navigating your prime directive, your inner genius. But with all of that, I do call myself a holistic Shaw medium, and welcome to my audio medicine room. And if your soul wishes to dive on deeper, head on over to my Musing Corridor, where I have offerings to assist you and guide you, tonyad.tv, and my new brew, something that's been percolating for some time, simmering, the mentorship membership, taking us to the origins, the rising of our origins, the Shamanic Healing Academy. I am your holistic Shah medium assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we do need a shamanic, otherworldly life coach to see beyond the beyond, sharing insight into the otherworldly perspectives. Wherever you are, I will surely meet you there. So with that, welcome to the new moon in Aquarius, streaming in at the heart's degree with yours truly, Lilith, opposing this new moon. New moons traditionally hold the potential of new beginnings, imagination, visioning. They really do encompass the moment of emptiness in which all potentialities exist. While planting seeds in the season of Aquarius, we're kind of being invited to do just that. Plant a seed of hope that's rooted in our authenticity and our truth, our magic. It's here where we have this moment of clarity to clarify what is wanting to rise within us, our sacral chalice, and through the year as we move forwards. So besides having Lilith opposing this new moon, we also have Pluto in the mix, breaking down the old as there's this expansion of the new into the new, innovating the new to manifest and take form on the earth plane, the new earth. So we're being invited to witness the box that's been keeping us confined as we get ready to open this door, walking through it, see what's on the other side. I always say that there's magic on the other side of the breakdown to get us to this break on through. And this week alone, we've literally had the planet of communication, Mercury, emerging out from holiday, and the sun moving into the season of Aquarius. So this new moon really is initiating new beginnings. So we're being invited to start planning, dreaming, and moving forward. Mercury being direct in Capricorn, it's like walking through the threshold into the new year. And we're being able to work with these invitations, the offerings, and being supported with the communication in a altruistic, different way. So Mercury being the realm of our mental health, if you will. the mind, the solar plexus. It shapes how we take in information, we process it, we share it. And archetypally, it represents learning, logic, information, technology, communication, planning, short distance travels. I would say the neighborhood, your sibling rivalry. But being in the season of Capricorn, which is Earth, it really is engaging with discipline, persistence, structure. So it's working within, and it makes the most of that earthly limitations and the laws of matter. So the medicine of Capricorn is kind of determination, resilience, commitment, decisions, restructuring, the trials, the tribulations, which guide us to uncover who we want to be out into the world and what we want to authentically contribute. Which path do we want to move forward? Where do we want to go? So Mercury, while it was doing the dance on holiday through Capricorn, we were being invited to take our time, consider, evaluate, questioning our path, being curious, questioning everything. It was kind of a moment of time and space of reflecting on our goals, the imagination, and seeing our lives or our relationships with structure, organization, planning, and of course, boundaries. So as Mercury emerges from this backward holiday, the spin, it's emerging with new perspectives that are in greater alignment with who we have become, who we still desire to be. So Mercury lingering in the season of Capricorn until next month, enabling us to draw on the strength that this energy embodies and begins to rebuild our life. So the sun birthing into Aquarius is the giver of life in astrology. It's where we radiate. It represents the self, the immortal spirit, our life force, our vitality, how we interact with the world around us. So as it's journeying through the beginning of the season and marking the end of our trailblazing restructuring, if you will, this is where the sun emerges from the rational, the grounded, the serious essence of Capricorn and begins to take the shape of Aquarius, where it's igniting, it's coloring our sense of ourselves, our inner invitations, desires, our perspectives of life. And Aquarius is more mentally driven. It's an intellectual kind of thinker seeking evolution, future-orientated evolution, being independent, being innovative, being otherworldly. So this is a time when liberation and progress and freedom, authenticity, individuality are going to be the forces shaping those desires, our senses of truth. So it's really inviting us to think and go beyond the great beyond into the unknown, if you will, stepping into those potentials. So this energy needs space to think. It's cerebral. It's Einstein on the beach. It's looking out into the sea, toying with mathematical equations, frequency, energy, vibration. It's Bill Evans, the jazz genius, structuring odd harmonics, chord voicings at a piano in a lonely lounge late at night in Louisville. It's nerding out over the infinite potentials and on and on. It's a needy kind of emotional frequency energy, so it's kind of awkward, it's detached. So the moon really isn't jovial or happy in the water bearer sign for a few reasons that should be already kind of apparent. It wants to hold hands, cuddle, process, share secrets, blankets, cry on a shoulder, cook some simmering hearty stews. All this while the energy of Aquarius is off coding, eating cold fries from a brown bag. But part of this incompatibility stems from the energy of the ruling planet doing a dance with Saturn, this emotionally avoidant dad of the zodiac, the cold father that really retires to its den quickly after dinner to research all the things, whether it's financials, the ladder, telecommunications, companies. So in Saturn ruled signs like Aquarius, the moon is kind of debilitated and it doesn't really know how to express emotions fully. It reaches out for a hug only to be handed a lone cold French fry in return. So let's add another layer to the drama, to the scene, to the choreography. Not only do we have the moon in Aquarius, but we also have Venus conjunct Sirius Saturn as well. So the planet of love and opening up and accepting wants to bring people, places, and things and come together. It's kind of the glue of the galactic cosmic energy. It's desire, it's perfume, it's law of attracting, it's attractive, it's the force that binds. But like the moon, Venus is not well placed in the season of Aquarius either. So Venus kind of seduces everybody, save Saturn. It's lacy garments. Those are kind of the little consequences here. We don't want those. So what's going to muse about here? So what we're getting through this transit, it's an epic push and pull between these energy, frequency, vibrations. Venus and the moon are wanting to bring things together, and Saturn and Aquarius want to keep things apart. Where the moon and Venus are wanting to stare into the eyes, Saturn and Aquarius are fixated. They're unblinking. So what's the result? We've got this push and pull, this tugging of this tension, which could leave us emotionally adrift, detached, confused on this new moon. So do we need space away from a partner, or do they need space away from us? Or do we both need the space away, or neither of us? It's this kind of intellectualizing over feelings in the season, and it's emotionally confusing. And our heart is the core of our essence. So in itself, this is what happens when Venus and the moon are both kind of debilitated, detached, in close proximity of Saturn. So usually we might say that a new moon in Aquarius can assist to help bring some objectivity to how we are feeling around work, romance, friendships. But this Venus conjunct Saturn kind of lunation is complicated. Just like feelings themselves, we generally detach or attach, just like life itself. No amount of brain work, intellectualizing can really assist in figuring all this out, no matter how much energy we think we can solve the problem. Energy to matter. So despite all this cosmic dancing and these complications, the advice for dealing with this transit comes kind of to a straightforward space. Go with the distancing energy of Aquarius rather than the cozying up impulses of the moon and Venus. Don't get offended by distance, regardless of who needs it around this new moon. It might be a great thing to be a hermit. But we also have Mars, the speedster energy, coming out of its own holiday. So this means that this lunation, we're going to be moving from the full moon of those touchy feelings about our goals and plans, about where we're going to travel 2023, but we're going to be using some time and space, some breathing room around our heart space. And what's Lilith bringing to this new moon energy? Similar to Pluto, very powerful, forceful, rooted in pain and fear in order to see a recognition, be recognized, recompensated, or appreciation for this energy. So Lilith in Leo is where Leo qualities like creative expression, inner authority, self-love, nurturing that, may have been oppressed or tainted by society in some way. So with Lilith opposing this new moon, conjunct Pluto doing the dance, this can be an extreme urge for rebellion out of fear of being controlled or discontentment involving jealousy or possessiveness. So this is actually going to be a pretty intense new moon of karma, change. New moons aren't the time to start anything new often. It's more appropriate to set intentions, prepare, plan for this upcoming theme related to the new moon and the areas of life that are being activated for us. Things happen for us, don't you believe? Being that Aquarius is the sign of originality, freedom, interdependence, innovation, emotional detachment, platonic relationships, acquaintances. So new moons really are times of new beginnings, starting points of activities that really emphasize the theme for the season, which is Aquarius themed. So they're kind of guiding posts for taking constructive actions towards any given situation that may be offering itself or presenting itself for the season ahead. So this new moon is kind of a new storyline concerning social ties, group activities, affiliating with new people who can really open us up and are willing to support the similar causes and welfares of humanity. That's also there. So this can be the beginning journey of those freedom, the liberation. It's a great time for new affirmations, community, setting those new goals, aspirations. But being that it's really kind of doing the dance in tight relations with Pluto, the planet of power, this is transformation, rebirth, large masses of people that have energies at 28 degrees Capricorn. Pluto has been in Capricorn for the past 14 years, and let me tell you, it has literally ripped the rug out from underneath myself. Don't know about you, but we're going to be making this energy into Aquarius in the season of Aries coming up this year, March. But Pluto's influence can really provide us with opportunities to face power, be rewarded with that power, come to an understanding of what true authenticity and power actually is, or transform and channel power into a new direction. So through morality, loss, eruptions, intensity, Pluto's really asking us to eliminate or purge what is decaying or killing us from living the life that we're meant to live. It's themes that bring up those dark sides of matter, things that are hidden like Hades beneath the surface, the ugly truths, in order to spiritually grow, almost always through points of pain. And Pluto is not all that bad. Pluto is also surgery, purification, it's healing, it's the transformation, it's the rise of the phoenix. So this can really introduce some unconventional methods where we heal, we clear out toxins, release ourselves from stress, from our nervous system. It also deals with issues of taxes, debt, money on loans, if you will. So there could be some big money lessons affiliated with this new moon as well. So we may experience some major changes, memorable life experiences. This could be community, welfare groups, events that may occur by surprise, innovation, bring shock, new unusual pursuits, alternative new technologies, universal attitudes towards the future, large audiences or witnesses. So it kind of suggests some sort of a final opportunity or a climactic period concerning Pluto's energy for the past 14 years. So Pluto has been completely transforming different areas of our chart where Capricorn is located. So for me, it's been my house of home and family and into my romance, creativity sectors for myself. So kind of see where Pluto is navigating for you. It's the breakdown to the break on through. And Uranus, because this is Aquarius ruled energy, the innovator, is still retrograde in Taurus. So this is this mutual reception between Saturn and Venus conjunct in Aquarius. So Venus and Saturn are kind of this advantageous aspect due to the qualities of Venus, of talent and monetary attributions and social attraction, if you will, with Saturn being practical and kind of more of a structural kind of influence. So it's a great energy to commit to something for the long-term success, something that requires concentration and hard work. But the new moon also is sextiling Jupiter, so that's another awesomeness there. So this is the planet of excelling. That's my new word, excelling. It's opening up a different perspectives and opportunities. So it's a great time to mitigate any differences of opinion or beliefs, especially with the asteroid Juno, the power struggles, the emotional attachments, and the psychological projection. So Jupiter's associated with our journeys, our adventures, our truths, our beliefs. So this energy could be a great time to plant those seeds, to really embark on a new journey of truth, something that frees us from those emotional attachments, that the Fed narrative that no longer really is serving us for our story. So I would really kind of set some intentions, maybe be creative with your goals, things that can benefit and shift your life into greater alignment or resonance. So if you can feel yourself have a sense of purpose and bringing meaning to your day-to-day life, your inner world, by setting intentions and putting your wishes out into the universe, those are tools, fantastic tools that we can really utilize for positive results and call that in under this new moon. So what if we do away with this idea of big dreams and grand goals? What if we do away with the idea that we need to be productive or purposeful all of the time? What if we did away with the idea of striving and just allowed ourselves to be authentic? So there can be this strong cosmic energy over the last few months that are leading us down into the underworld, Pluto, but it's also been fueled by planets on holiday, Mercury and Mars, which are kind of coming out back, taking the bow is kind of how I see that. So during the shadow phase, all that's been hidden, all that's been lurking in the underworld is rising up, giving us a greater sense of clarity and understanding and awareness. So we've got this fresh energy. It's going to help us clear the cosmic cobwebs of our own inward journeys that we've been making. So there's no need to move with awareness, to be gentle with ourselves, to ultimately not push or pressure ourselves like being in the pressure cooker. And again, we've just emerged from a dark, long journey. We need to be patient. We need to give breath a pause and give ourselves some grace to really catch our breath for all of the experiences seriously since 2020. Even with our own cobwebs in our own journey to the underworld, you may naturally feel the flow of new beginnings just filtering through your life and opening up new doors. So rather than getting real specific with your intentions and vision boarding kind of scenarios, maybe think about how you wish to feel, because this is the feel. How do you wish to feel when you wake up each morning? Maybe make a list of 3 standout emotions that you'd like to feel, and then find ways to bring those feelings into your day-to-day reality. Even if it's just a small way, a little hiccup there, just make it a point to observe when those feelings naturally are arising. Be grateful, bless them, thank them, and be vulnerable, pay respect, honor them, and just watch how the streams of your life multiplies in a different way, a different sense of feeling and being. So with all of that, let's do just a quick little snippet of each of the zodiac signs. And let's start with Aquarius. So Aquarians, are you ready to embrace your eccentric self? So this lunation is about being totally authentic, aligning yourself with who you want to be, heart-centric. What kind of energy do you want to embody? So affirm yourself through self-care. And also total transformation are out on the horizon. So don't be afraid to experiment with things that even you think are odd or quirky. A new look, a change to your personality, or both might be on the horizon. It's time to really level up. So for myself, I went from I'm doing great to I'm doing fantastic. Pisces, for you, this new moon is perfect for hibernating. It's powerful moments to focus on your spiritual well-being, integrating new rituals to elevate your practices, spiritual probably, a spiritual heart, and just focus on being present. Avoid going into the overdrive by overthinking, over-communicating. It's a moment to really ground yourself, so utilize this time to clear out physical and emotional clutter in your cosmic cobwebs, as well as your environment, your home. And by the following month, you should have more clarity and also more peace of mind. Aries, this is the first new moon of the year. It's bringing abundance to your social circle. It's a great time to mingle, get out into the wild, out into the world, whether you're at the local dive bar, playing some pool, or someplace totally new, and really on the frequency with your devilish kind of soul. So when you're expanding your friendships, remember quality over quantity. This new relationships that you're making right now could be extremely important to your career. Meeting a new neighbor, a friend, even a family member could be a blessing in disguise. So it's like getting out of the box. Taurus, are you ready to plow into some serious work? Of course you are. That's what you do. So this new moon is shining a spotlight on your public life, asking you to journey outside of the box in terms of your career, your calling for your soul, your gift, your purpose. Your reputation is on full display out on the stage. So it's up to you to make a statement. You may literally be on the brink of a career shift, a transformation, a change, thinking about what changes you need to make to advance your position on planet Earth. Gemini, this supportive new moon in a fellow air sign, by the way, Aquarius, is inspiring your inner traveler. So as you expand and excel your knowledge under this new moon, it could be a time to shift your perspective on a situation that you've been firm about lately. Thinking of taking an international trip, it's a great time to do so. Maybe do it within the next 6 months. A foreigner you meet during this time may become one of your closest friends, your closest allies. Cancer, are you thinking about turning over a new leaf? So this new moon may feel overwhelming as it's inviting opportunities that'll replace things you might not be ready to part with. So really get intimate with yourself, your personal needs right now. You could be sacrificing way too much of yourself. So this new moon is reminding you not to claim responsibility for anybody else but yourself. So it's a great time to dive deeper into a metaphysical subject. You may also improve your sex life or your financial partnership. Leo, regardless of whether you're in a partnership, Leo, your one-on-one connection, that's the focus of this new moon. You could be meeting a special person or working on improving an existing one. And on the flip side, you've got this rebellious energy, this innovative Aquarian energy that could have you questioning all your relationships. Whatever happens, it's all in the name of progress. And if you're ready to date, if you're single, this new moon is a perfect time to manifest that partner. But really get clear on what your intentions are for what you're looking for, and follow with action by joining a dating site, committing to going out by yourself, maybe once a week, get out to meet and explore new people. Maybe you get a electric lightning bolt, a jolt of excitement that can come for coupled Leos as well. I didn't want to leave you out of the loop. Virgo. Oh, Virgo, your sharp wit, attention to detail are coming in handy during this new moon. This new moon might compel you to double down on your organizational tendencies. It's a great moment to visualize your goals for the year, planting those seeds under this new moon by turning them into your daily habits. Systems, processes that you implement in your life are innovative. They have the ability to have stick-to-itiveness, slowly changing your life for the better, elevating it. Libra, it's time for you to channel your effortlessly creative spirit during this optimistic frequency vibration. This powerful lunation may empower you to start new creative projects, looking into your inner child for inspiration, that childlike wonder. You know, maybe you start dating. Maybe there's some prospects that you're being introduced to or they introduce themselves. Whether it's scheduling a date night, having a steamy self-care night, it's just a magical time to focus on romance, bringing some luxury moments into your life, some fine dining. Scorpio, your sense of home and family are shifting, transforming, and changing. This energy of Aquarius is innovating and forcing you to question some of your domestic responsibilities or even your role in your family, maybe your living situations. Possibly, how about setting some new boundaries, revamping your space, maybe bring a fruitful start for you under this new moon. While some Scorpios may be literally moving, for others, it's a great time to redecorate or do some long-awaited renovations. Money, time to fund changes that might come, inspirational, something clear out of the blue. And Sagittarius, this new moon is the humanitarian moon. It could have you feeling restless. So if you need clarity in a complicated situation, this new moon may clear things up for you, reconcile things for you. It's a good question whether your current positions or traditions are serving you or if you need to switch them up. Some of you may decide to take a class to gain a new skill set, new capabilities. Just make sure it's something creative, something that brings you personal streams of joy. Capricorn, money is on your mind under this new moon, as it usually probably always is, but it's a beautiful moment to plant those financial seeds and be more forward thinking. It's a forward thinking energy. It's ahead of time. It may even inspire you to create or find a clever new side hustle. Your mental clarity is high. Creative ideas for how to make money is going to flow easier. But on the other side of the coin, you could be reconsidering your personal values. It's a great idea to reflect on really what matters to you, heart-centric, the most. So with all of that, let's take a breath and a pause and climb into our skin, the magical being that resides within each and every one of us, our starlight. And let's just do a few breaths through our heart's chalice, Aquarius style, and let's cleanse the cosmic cobwebs, setting boundaries around our heart space and allowing the transformation, the shift, the change to be cleansed out and bring in some breath of fresh air, if you will, doing a breathing ritual, more of a breath work. So each inhale, I just want you to listen to me. Breathe in through your outer energetic field, your I am presence, and breathe into your heart space. On your in-breath, I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my being. I release and remove all energy that is no longer mine to carry. Exhale, release. Inhale through your auric field to your heart space. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my heart. I release and remove all energy that is no longer mine to carry. Exhale, release. Inhale through the auric field to your heart space. Hold for a count of 3. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my emotional being. I release and remove all energy that is no longer emotionally mine to carry. Exhale and release. Inhale through the auric field. Hold for a count of 3 to your heart space. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my belief system. Hold for a count of 3. I release and remove all energy that is no longer mine, limiting my beliefs. Exhale and release. Inhale through the auric field to your heart's core center, holding for a count of 3. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my ability to law of attract. I release and remove all energy that is binding my law of attraction in a stalemate that is no longer mine to carry. Exhale and release. Inhale through the auric field to your heart space. Hold for a count of 3. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my affirmations, on my mind, my mental clarity. I release and remove all energy that is clogging up my ability to filter through and affirm great things. Exhale and release. Inhale through your auric field, your I am presence, to your starlight, the center of your heart. Hold for a count of 3. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my ability to open up and accept and receive. I release and remove all energy that is no longer mine and in the way of me being in receivership. Exhale and release. Inhale through the auric field, your I am presence, to your heart space, the core of your processor. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my spirit. I release and remove all energy that is no longer mine to carry spiritually. Exhale and release. Inhale through the auric field to your heart space, the core of your processor. Hold for a count of 3. I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my ability to be my sacred foundation. I release and remove all energy that is restructuring and not mine to carry. Exhale and release. Inhale through your auric field, your I am presence, down to the core of your heart processor. Feeling into your heart space and recognize that your energy is now restored from top to toe. Your energy is cleansed from inside to outside. Your energy is radiating pure, absolute light. It is true. It is authentic. You are cleansed. You are balanced. And you are radiating your innovative personal harmony that's unique to each and every one of us. Exhale and release. And with that, know that your space is cleansed with light and filled with loving energy, and all that is no longer aligned with your highest frequency vibration, all that is stagnant and unclean, may now be lifted from your space. Your space is cleansed. Your space is restored. Your space is aligned with the highest vibrations for who you be and what comes. Inshallah and Ashe, blessings to you. And as we navigate through the universe, just remain open to the guidance that the universe has for each and every one of us when it comes to manifesting our dreams, our goals. Know that we are particles, waves, atoms. We are connected with the universe. All doors are opening for us, and our intentions that we're offering the earth, the galaxy, the elementals, just remain open to the variety of blessings and gratitudes, and just opening up things that are coming your way, and remain open to those feelings and those spaces where you wish to create and dream big. Don't be shy. And I will see you on the other side. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings to you.